You gotta be kidding me. Good thing I can use clips to go back to the VOD and change where it's clipped. I'm smart. And look at this putz.
Actually, when David showed it to me, I was like, oh my god, can I have the tin? And he's like, no, it's a giveaway. But
who's David?
He called the shot. What?
Who's David?
Oh my god, who's David? I gotta go.
But I couldn't find any that were purple that would fit my face because I have a giant head. It's true. I have like a ridiculous. It sucks. Doesn't help that I'm kind of fat.
Go ahead, have a drink. Love it.
A little bottle of water.
A little bottle of water.
A little bottle of water.
I instantly regret that. Dig out the little bone around the root nerves. And because there's supposed to be a hole where the nerves go through in the... oh, God. I can't believe I just did that on camera. Oh, no big deal. Just a bomb all-star rookie. Hey, Mr. Young, this already is a really good...
Oh, we're just done with phrasing, right? That's not a thing anymore?
Ding? I got a ding? Oh, I do have a ding. Oh, that's a good ding. No. Anybody want to talk about the colon? We could have a whole conversation about the colon. Or his half-pint friend. Just like Abraham Lincoln chose in his one and only duel. And when he showed up carrying a almost 4-foot-long razor-sharp cattle saber, the person who challenged him backed down quite quickly. True story, look it up. It's real. He was challenged to one duel in his lifetime, and the person backed down at the sight of him bare-chested with a... What is this? Oh my god. This is a sketch card. Are you kidding me? One of one! Mickey and the Beanstalk! This is going to be very expensive on eBay! Hello, Mel!
Yeah, I've got a collectible
For a splash page and Action Comics 1050 signed and certified for Alex Ross. That was 109 for the pair. Crazy. These prices are crazy, man. Crazy. You got deals. It's crazy. Yeah, it's all good, man. I have a feeling 60% of the time it works every time. Sex Panther. It's made with real bits of panther. Stings the nostrils. It's a formidable scent.
if collectibles
and his cousin Rory Rotator Cuff.
and passion every day. There's a place to
His
go
cousin Timmy Tommy John.
just blow you away. Till your world with beauty
We need to keep that one.
and
Timmy Tommy John.
light. Just come by our website.
I love you, Carlos.
Call on me.
Shang-Wai Lee. Yeah, tell us how you really feel, DC. Dan Iny.
Connect with DCD.
You son of a, Bourbon, you bastard. Bourbon, you bastard. This is a rare Sean Strickland. You son of a biscuit. I hope you stub your toe tonight before you go to bed.
I've got a collectible.
I hope he gets a Wander Franco. Well, he's got pack number 3. Let's see if 3's got that magic in it.
Here I am, sightseeing
You got the gooch!
We've got original lock galore. Blind
My wife is Abby Normal.
and more. Ooh, baby.
All right. She's like, huh?
Sightseeing
All right, here we go. The little Looney Tunes. We are danger close to a case hit if this case has one.
sightseeing living, I'm yours.
And oh my God, Prue Ackerman.
Living, I'm yours. Ooh, yeah.
Let's hear some bars. Okay, go. I got 7 Mac 11s, about 8 38s, 9 9s, 10 Mac 10s. You know what never ends. You can't touch my riches, even if you had MC Hammer and 357. Now listen, I'm not going to get into it, okay? Let's just get into the game. It's just going to be easier that way.
That will just blow you away. Till your world
Hopefully it didn't come across camera, me just dribbling beer all over myself.
just come by
Nothing says family friendly like covering myself in beer.
DCD.
2 C's. 2 C's, BK. A little bit thicker. 2 C's. Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal.
And collect with DCD.
Thicker. There it is. BK. Sounds dirty. Well, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
Good thing I can use clips to go back to the VOD and change where it's clipped. I'm smart. And look at this putz.
Actually, when David showed it to me, I was like, oh my god, can I have the tin? And he's like, no, it's a giveaway. But
Who's David?
he called the shot. What?
Who's David?
Oh my god, who's David? I gotta go.
But I couldn't find any that were purple that would fit my face because I have a giant head. It's true. I have like a ridiculous. It sucks. Doesn't help that I'm kind of fat.
Go ahead, have a drink, Lyle.
My, Crystal, Juan, and the babies are here. Hello. What's up, Sapuros? Hellbolt, love you, man. Sapuros, always happy with Amazon. What up, Pat? Maybe they're hacking on purpose. What is going on with that chat? Let me see if I can fix that. Hold on. That is weird. Stay on defaults chat. That is way. What's going on, Money Mitch? All right, man, I'm down, Hellbolt.
Yes, me lord.
Hello, me lord. Boy, that has to be. Is that this one? All right. I'm going to nuke the chat. Sorry, I'm doing technical stuff that is way above my pay grade. Amelia is now officially 4 months yesterday. Oh, man. What up, Hex? How are you doing? Yeah, it's... Sapporos has got it by technically means closing a window and reopening it. That's it. That's it. Multiple windows. Actually, they're not windows. They're programs, technically. And that's important, Crystal. I know how that can be. Yeah, me too. Hex, my mom is in town. We have to get the families together, man. Oh, my ear. What is this? Oh, it's a note. I got a note. DC, you have been a wonderful host. I want to give you a 10% raise. Oh my God, that's amazing. Hey, thanks, Doug. Yeah, show both sides of the paper. Oh, wait, no, it says just kidding. Never mind. It's an old April Fool's joke. Oh, I know, right? Money Mitch says hello.
Yes, me lord.
Lord Brownie. I love it. Where is my... There it is. There it is. Oh. Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear about that, Hellbolt. Did you make sure your stashes are safe? There's no stash. So I don't know who follows my Instagram, but if you don't...
My man. My man. My man. My man. My man. My man. Good for you. My man.
Nope, you're not going to auto... There it is. Ship it? Yeah, sure. I can do it. As a matter of fact, right after the... it's a little fuzzy. I'm a day and a half growth there. Yeah? No, Mrs. the Breaker is not... Or Mommy the Breaker is not here. She stayed home.
You thought I was Mrs. the Breaker?
No, she was supposed to come here because I told them yesterday. Yeah.
Hey, Bolt.
So, it is... Everybody's excited. It's finished, double matted, red and black, with the white line, and then a black and gold rimmed frame. $130. Don't even think that it has to be expensive.
It's gorgeous.
You got to come over and see it. It is impressive. Even the guy who did it was like, I'm not gonna lie, this turned out really good. This is actually pretty big. My phone does not justify the size. It's
You mean
massive.
That's not scale.
It's
That's not actual
That's right.
size.
That's right. It is 1 inch
It's a
by
little
1 inch.
Original. It's like a sketch card kind of thing.
Yeah, this is. It looks really great. Listen,
It's very
Crystal Juan, you got to bring the babies over anyway, so you do have to come over and see it. But yeah, it looks great. I have it next to a limited art print of Princess Leia. Oh, I framed the Tom Young signed Star Wars poster.
nice.
That
You
is
got a little Star Wars.
There's a whole little avenue of Star Wars there.
Nice.
Yeah. So all I need is Hayden Christensen to come around,
Yeah.
and then I'm done with my Star Wars. Well, I got to figure what Billy D. Williams item I need on the wall. I need to see if, like, I wonder if did Andy Warhol do Billy D. Williams by chance? No, man.
He did not.
I'll have to find someone that can replicate, and then I'll get Billy D. to sign it. I think he's around.
All right. Hey, have a good night. Night, everybody.
Bye, buddy.
See you, buddy.
ya. Oh yeah, that is my phone. Yeah, yeah, that's it. She's like, thought you were showing the frame. No. I had my phone. All good. Bring tacos. Yeah, and hey, listen, every time's a good time to say to have tacos. I'll let her know, Don. Yeah, it is gorgeous. It's big. I mean, the print itself is 22 by 22, and then it's double matted, and then one is a 2-inch mat. The other one I think is like a 1/4-inch mat, and then the frame is a frame with a gold inner. It's got to be, no exaggeration, it's got to be this big. It's massive. Thanks, Saporos. Actually, I shouldn't call it a print. I got yelled at for calling it a print. It is a lithograph. It is a solid plate lithograph. I don't know what that means. To me, that sounds like a print because you print with a lithograph, but whatever. It's a print, right? It's a print. I was corrected, like, don't print. That is a lithograph. Like, I don't know what that is. Is it like calling squid calamari instead of squid? That's exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is. Yeah. That, sir, is not poopy. That, sir, is refuse. I will. Next time I see Mark, I will tell him. Yeah, so Jimmy had a friend over, and the neighbor was over as well. So I told him, I was like, listen, I gotta leave. So I mean, I want you guys to still hang out. So I'm just gonna go. So they stayed and hung out with the neighbor while I came and worked. My fingers to the bone. Sick print, bruh. Yeah, nice print, bro. Mommy gonna get a break and watch Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone at Cosm on Harry Potter's birthday. That is awesome. I haven't been to Cosm yet. I know they're doing a couple of the Bills games at Cosm. I would love to see a Bills game at the Cosm. I heard it is nuts. Yeah. The Cosm, for those who don't know what Cosm is, it's here in LA. It is, think of the Sphere in Las Vegas, but like a quarter of that. It is a huge half dome, huge half dome that they put fights on, and they put it's a dome theater. Yep, they put football games on. They had the World Cup there. They had a bunch of things. He's like, I want to watch Harry Potter and Cosm and football. You're right, Hex. You do. We'll go. Listen, hey, I'm trying to get you to come over to my house. It's hard enough getting you to come, around the house. Like, I'm what, 3.5 minutes away? And you want to drive an hour and 25 to LA? I'm messing with you, Hex. Yeah, they do the WWE events. Yeah, I saw that. Hell in a Cell. Man, I remember Hell in a Cell. I remember. I'm so old. How old are you, DC? I'm so old. I remember the original Royal Rumble. And the promos that they would shoot for the original, you most likely go by yourself or with Neymar. By the way, did Neymar win his games on Saturday and have to play on Sunday? I hope he did. I remember the old promos for Royal Rumble, and they were like talking about, oh, the Royal Rumble, this is like the craziest thing ever. And guys had chainsaws and baseball bats and machetes. And I was like, oh my God, they're going to kill each other in the ring. This is going to be crazy. The Royal Rumble. Lost one game, didn't advance. Oh, that sucks, man. Sorry to hear about that. Tell him you learn more from a loss than you do a victory. But yeah, if you watch, they've got to be on YouTube. Anyone seen the new Black series for Star Wars that Hasbro has coming out? No, I was stunned to see the stuff that was at San Diego Comic-Con that was not reported. Mondo did one-of-one blind bag prototype figures, and people were pulling like Savage Rogue figures, like full set pieces. I don't know how much they were. Nobody's saying how much they were, but they had one-of-one figure prototypes. And if I would have known that was the thing, I probably would not have bought I would have bought the Wizard of Oz poster, maybe not the Futurama one. I would have put that money towards a blind bag one-of-one figure prototype. I've stopped collecting. Might have to get back into it. Yeah. I have a couple of the metal ones that they made way back in the day. Chirrut and his buddy that were die cast. Those are heavy boxes. I've seen better days, but they're chilling in my office. Predators, TMNT translucent, Storm Chaser prototype. Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that same video. Those three guys. Yep. Yep. Yarp. That's cool to like. Let's sell the prototype blind bag style, and you get to have one of the originals. The Queen Amidala. All right, now I gotta look at the Queen Amidala Black Series by Hasbro. Ooh, that is pretty dope. Let me see your Instagram. Please don't swear. Please don't swear. Thank you. Oh, wow. Is that... Oh, it is dope. Is that the one? Yeah, that is pretty dope. I dig it. Oh my God. Speaking of Star Wars, did I tell you guys yesterday about the Lucas Museum? Did I tell you anything about the Lucas Museum yesterday? I said it on Wednesday? Okay. Mrs. the Breaker and I, and this is something that Crystal, Juan, and the babies are going to want to hear. This is something that Hex is going to want to hear. This is going to be somebody in the greater 3-state area is going to want to hear. Mrs. the Breaker and I have become founding supporters and members of the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art. So we now have 2 tickets plus 2 tickets anytime we want to go to the museum. Not only are we going opening day, we're actually going September 7th before it opens. So we are allowed to bring 2 guests. Children under 17 are free. And we are opening up invites for people who want to go, maybe have some lunch. And you're founding members of the Club WWE? Not the same. we are not the same. So we got when we go, I think September 7th when we go, we'll be getting our pins in our bag and our official cards. We have digital cards now. But they were pitching it that founding members get the lifetime title founding member no matter what level they are in it. There's 140 all the way up to $600 a year that you can do. But once it opens, they're going to cut off. You can still join. Crystal and Awan, you guys can join. The cheapest in is $140, and the kids are free until they turn 17. But there's little like perks for being a founding member. Your card says founding member, and then after it opens, it'll just be member. So it's kind of like, it doesn't matter, but for some people that will matter. And I just think it would be fun to have mine say founder. We are member account number, I think it's 78,411. So we were the first 100,000 people to get memberships to the museum. So that's cool because as the years progress, I mean, imagine 10 years from now, you're going to have member number 8 million, and we'll be like, yeah, we're member 78,000. So I was like, yeah, it's just a cool little bragging, little humble brag. But we are members of the Natural History Museum and the La Brea Tar Pits, and we're going to cancel the La Brea Tar Pits and the Natural History Museum. And that part of that covers what the Lucas Museum is. And the La Brea Tar Pits shut down for, I think, a year and a half while they're doing renovations. They're upgrading the La Brea Tar Pits. So we weren't going to be getting, and we went to La Brea more than anything. We love La Brea. So we weren't going to get as much out of those passes. So it serendipitously happened at the right time. You like the Goonies? I love the Goonies. I think the octopus at the in the near end portion was the scariest part. The octopus is the best. Or giant squid, I can't remember. I think it was an octopus. I mean, that is if you didn't see if you saw the uncut version, the extended version that has the octopus scene. There's a rumor that it might be a pinball machine. I thought the Goonies was a pinball machine. Was it not a pinball machine already? Or did they just do a reveal like last year about it? That sounds too familiar. April 2026. So Scuba, I was thinking about getting a pinball machine. I was looking at Medieval Madness. Get one non-working for $2,000. Adios, Doug. I'm gonna be honest. I thought you already left. I was trying to see if I was gonna give the house away. I'm kidding, man. I can't afford a pinball machine. It's about 15 grand for the original. Oh. Can't get comfortable, folks. Oh, wait, is that it? Oh, that's better. I have an adjustable lumbar on here, and it's finally working. You can get a hook pin. Are you ready for the most controversial statement I've probably ever made on DCD Collects? I'm going to lose so many fans over this. I don't think Hook was a good movie. I don't like Hook. Ronnie's like, okay, bye. Scuba's like, I don't think your voice is good. You get your voice at the toilet store. I didn't like Hook. Even as a kid, I didn't like Hook. I watched Hook as an adult, still didn't like Hook. So I don't like Hook. You're not my best friend anymore. So Pearl's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm watching Hook tonight or tomorrow now. Not a fan of Hook. Didn't do anything for me. Speaking of movies, Bourbon texted me and said, hey, I'm watching Masters of the Universe. Wish me luck. And I was like, you're welcome. And then Money Mitch is like, oh, look at that cameo. And I was like, told you. So 2 of you went and watched Masters of the Universe today and texted me while doing so. So I am glad. I need the people who made Masters of the Universe to recognize that I just got them personally, single-handedly, 2 additional views. You're welcome. Feel free to send Masters of the Universe swag bag. I will proudly wear it on stream and read the thank you note that you send me. With that said, I'm nobody and they're never going to see this, so it doesn't matter. What else today? They'll give you 1/1000th of a return action figure from Walmart. Yeah. You get some of the flocking that fell off of the figure during the process of making. My neighbor, Nick, nice guy. We're both nerds. I the term nerd is endearing to me. You can vent all you want, Hellbolt. Absolutely, you're allowed to vent. Please, let us be your therapist. He was like, "Yeah, I'm not interested." And I was like, "Let me tell you, let me tell you, it's a comedy." And he's like, "What?" I was like, "It's actually a comedy. It's a campy movie. It is nothing to do with the first movie, and they really are leaning into nostalgia and especially the action figures and the cartoons." And he goes, "Is that song in it?" I was like, "The song is the song is in it, but it's not what you think." And he's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Because they don't like play into it. They play the song, and if you know, you know, and if you don't know, it's just another song." And he's like, all right, I'm probably going to watch it. I was like, aha! I'm going to get a third and a fourth person to watch this film. I am going to start a Masters of the Universe grassroots campaign. Then I will consider myself a movie influencer. I'll add that to my Instagram. I make you watch movies. I splurged on a piece of chocolate today, but it's semi-healthy. And by that I mean it's not healthy at all, but it could be a lot worse. I only ate half of it. Oh. What else? I don't think I have anything else to show. Yeah, I'm a jerk. I didn't take pictures of the other stuff we got framed. Ooh, update from Dungeon Crawler Carl RPG. And it says... Still waiting. I think I'm supposed to get the package in September. We'll see. What are the updates?
A birthday corn, the birthday first in the vinegar, and a poopity corn. A first a poopity corn, the shrimpies.
Chef's here. What's up, Chef? That's great. Yeah, it doesn't say when it's coming. I think they originally said it's we should get it in September. They asked us for our addresses and they charged us for our shipping, so should be good. Should be coming soon. You knew it was coming. Yep. When will I receive? October. I'm sorry, October. All right, that's fine. I can wait 2 more months, 3 more months. I've already waited almost a year. I am going to go full immersive in, what up, Carlos? I'm going to go full immersive into the Dungeon Crawler Carl RPG. I am going to aim to DM because I don't want to say this out loud, but I'm trying to get the motivation to write my own lit RPG. And I have a very loose plot and cast of characters. My problem is I'm not a writer, and I have terrible ADHD. And I do have friends that are literally professional writers. And I want to enlist their help, but I don't want them to think that my friendship with them is because they're writers, and all I really want is their help. And I also don't want any casual friends to steal my idea, and then I get nothing. But I have a pretty cool mechanism to get the player into the game. Looks like Cyclospora caused problems? Oh, tomorrow? So, between 11:30 noon Pacific. Scuba, for those, listen, everybody click on Scuba's name. If you click on his name and then you go to the heart button, the follow, you will get to see Scuba play his brand new Willy Wonka pinball machine live on stream tomorrow at 2:30, 3 o'clock Eastern, noon Pacific. You get to set up, then play. Same difference. Okay, guys, you can skip the first 25 minutes that he's setting up. Make him talk to himself, and then you can tune in when you think he is playing. So just when he thinks he's alone, he's going to pull back the plunger, and 18 people are going to show up and say hi. You saw him do it with Godzilla? I saw him do it with Godzilla, but I thought it was an AI video. Oh, you mean the pinball? Yeah, that too. Yeah, I know. That's probably TOS. Mine's a broken heart. Why would I want to unfollow Scuba? See, there you go. There you go. All right. Here we go. That is weird. I had an issue that was not OkCupid. I had an issue with Ticketmaster, Hellbolt. Somebody stole my identity. Took my a bank account number, used my email, opened a Ticketmaster account, bought 2 tickets to the Boston Bruins versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. Like $800 for a pair of tickets. They were like ringside or VIP or whatever. They were $800 for 2 tickets after taxes and fees and whatever. And then Sapolros will know the term because he's a black hat. They ran a program that flooded my email with about 150,000 sign-up emails. Yeah, only 800 after taxes and fees. Must have been a $12 ticket. I mean, it is Toronto and Boston. So I started getting flooded. I opened up my phone. This was like 5 years ago. And I'm not exaggerating, I had 999 plus on my thing. And I'm like, what the hell? I had like 12,000 emails. Because they ran a program, I imagine it's a brute program, that made my email sign up for all over the world, every different language. And I contacted Google, and I was like, hey, I don't understand. I just suddenly got 100,000 sign up emails. Like I can't get my real emails so they're like, oh, this is a known scam. They stole your information, and then to bury the email that has the confirmation codes so that you can figure out what they stole, they flood your email with all of these signups. And it's like, oh, thank you, XYTCRTQPY, for signing up for, like, using a fake name. And I was like, well, how do I fix this? Like, you can't. You have to go through and unsubscribe from all of them. And I was like, there's got to be 10,000 different things I'm getting in languages I can't speak. And they're like, the other option is you can close your email account. I'm like, I've had my email account for probably 25 years. Probably longer. I have my first Google account whenever they first offered Google accounts, and I was in school. Actually, no, I might have been in the Navy. It might have been Might have been like 2003. So it's about maybe about 20 years. And here's the thing. But Sappouros, there's no mass unsubscribe. It took me, because I needed to keep the account, it took me about 8 months. Every time a new email would come up, unsubscribe. I end up deleting all of my emails. And then I would unsubscribe. I'd have a nice 2 fingers of scotch, and I'd sit down and I'd unsubscribe. And then when I unsubscribed like 30 or 40 of them, I would delete all my emails. And then I knew whatever popped up the next day would be stuff that was still. And it took me months. And I still have the email. And I still randomly will get stuff from like Bangkok talking about thank you for signing up for our mystic mushroom ball. And it's like, I've never been to Bangkok that I know of. That's what my other email is public. Everybody knows I have dcthebreaker@gmail.com. Everybody, that's how everything is signed up for. That's my work only, dcthebreaker@gmail.com. That is my work one. That one last year got hacked by somebody. So somebody was signing up for sites with DC the Breaker, but not to the extreme. Like I would just like Hellbolt said, I would just get random confirmation things. I'm like, I don't know who this is. So there's some really weird DC the Breaker things. I found DC the Breaker as the name of a character in a game I was playing. It was already taken. And I'm like, I've never played this game before. So somebody out there is playing, I don't remember what app it is. Golf Confirmations. So eventually, I went to the bank. Cowboys are in town. Yeah, I would still probably take James just to see it because it's a spectacle. I'm not a Cowboys fan. I know we have Cowboys fans, and I know I just heard Crystal and Juan gasp when you said Cowboys gross. I heard from here, they're about 60 miles away. I heard Crystal gasp when you said that from here. But no, I would take James just because, for him to see a real football player in person, like me, I used to hang out with, the Bills, but for him to actually see a real football player, he would get a kick out of that. So, Crystal's a Cowboys fan. And I have nothing against the Cowboys. Cowboys beat us 2 years in a row in the Super Bowl, and I still don't harbor ill will against them. Company paid for VIP. Met Zeke Elliott. Would not take a picture. What a jerk. What a jerk. Javonte Williams. I do like Javonte Williams. He was a banger up in Denver. He busted up his knee. They gave up on him. And I am glad to see that he went to Dallas, got a good contract, and did well. You thought you meant the rodeo was in town. No, see, Chef, I'm in farm country. We have real cowboys here. And it ain't the rodeo. We've got cowboys in this area. Because you're wearing an Eagles jersey? Oh, that kind of makes sense then. Come on, Hex, that kind of makes a little bit of sense. That's like me going to, I would never ask Tom Brady for a picture because screw Tom Brady. If that was like me, going to Drake May and being like, hey man, take a picture with me wearing a Josh Allen jersey. I have nothing against Drake May. I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's going to have a severe regression this year. But he went with a girl with a Rams jersey. Well, I think Drake May is going to have a regression this year. I think the Super Bowl really exposed them, and especially the left tackle position. I traded away Drake May in my league because I sold while he was on top. I got 2 firsts and Goff for him, and 2 firsts, a second, and Goff, and I traded Drake May and a second, or and a first, excuse me. So I'm more than happy. Actually, no, I lied. It was a first, Emeka Egbuka, a second, and Goff for May and a first. She sure did. Well, good, Helmbold. At least there's a resolution to it. But yeah, so the hackers were able to bury the email confirmation, but they weren't smart enough to think that I would just go to my bank and say, why is there $800 missing, and then just cancel and refund that. So Egbuka is going to have a great season. I agree 100%. I have, in one of my leagues, I have Egbuka and I have Godwin, and somebody just asked for Godwin, and they want to trade me the the backup from Chicago, Mononganai or whatever his name. But the problem is I already have Forte, so I'm either going to be stuck with 2 running backs for, and honestly, that tandem in Chicago, not a bad tandem to have. They both had over 700 yards last season, sharing the ball. Monongai had the angry run scepter 1 or 2 times. Godwin is going to have another good year because there's no Mike Evans, but he's getting to an age where I might want to take a 24-year-old running back and give up the good year he's going to have and just rely on Egbuka being my guy from Tampa. But I feel like I'll get laughed out of town by getting a backup running back. He is on the rise, I know. But I feel like the short term, people will get upset. Like I'll get crap for it. As a matter of fact, I need to see if that guy still offered that to me. I should counter with Kyle and a first for Godwin and a second. Bijan is just a beast. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, on paper, the Falcons' offense should be tremendous. Pitts is finally looking like his rookie season self. London is London. Bijan, you have the offense. I don't know much about Atlanta's defense, but for all intents and purposes, their offense should be great. Special teams lackluster. Yeah, I was just actually reading about special teamers because our DCD Collects Dynasty League does give points for kick return, punt return yards, and punt return, kick return, tackles, fumbles. So I keep an eye on special teamers because I have a special teamer on my team that I did not realize would be so good that would score 20 points a week because he had, I think, 4 touchdowns on the season. He would rack up almost 200 yards of return yards every single game. Can't remember who I was looking up. Yeah, I was doing a little. It's right around the corner, folks. Preseason is right around the corner. It's a couple weeks away. Hall of Fame game, not so far away from now. We are at the end of July. August is upon us next week. So I have to start getting into the football brain. Yeah, I should probably do that tonight. I should probably look over my two teams. I've narrowed it down to two. I got the DCD Collects one that I'm the commissioner of. And I have, actually, I got to do the welcome to the season video for the league. Thanks for reminding me. And then I need to evaluate free agents in my other league.
Go ahead, have a drink, Lila.
A little bottle of water.
A little bottle of water.
A little bottle of water.
Thanks, Carlos. I needed that. Hax is like, I'm rocking 4 teams this year. Hellbolt says, I love how the Ravens signed Diego Pavia and then waived Diego Pavia before he even got a snap because he is so toxic. Yeah, they waived him before training camp, but he was there for OTAs or the rookie OTAs, and he just didn't show enough in the OTAs to warrant a roster spot for mandatory minicamp. Or mandatory minicamp before whatever it is. I can't remember which one happens first. It is what it is. I don't see him landing on another team. Apparently 4 teams were interested in him. He went with the Ravens. He just burned the bridge of those 3 teams that wanted him. With his attitude, I don't see him playing in the NFL. He could go to whatever the other league, the spring league is. I don't think he would go to Canada. Canada doesn't put up with disciplinary people. There are, before you jump on the facts, yep, there was a couple of receivers that had problems that went to Canada, got their crap figured out. There was a few people that went to Canada that had disciplinary problems that got it figured out. But by and large, you're not going to get a team like, the 2015 Bengals that had, 3 felons on it, or the 1968 through 2026 Raiders who have perennial felons on their team. You're not going to get that in Canada. Do the Raiders need a QB? I don't think so. I think that kid that they got, Mendoza, could be fine. I didn't watch much college this year. I knew this was an off year for the draft. I will be watching a lot of college for next year. I am stocking up 2027 draft picks. This upcoming draft is going to be a big one. It looks like there's a good chance you have Peyton Manning's son, Arch, coming in. If he has a good year, he's in the draft. If he has a shaky year, his dad will make him stay for one more year. The Davises love bozo players. Oh, yeah. No, Mendoza wasn't a Mendoza. No, Mendoza, I think he's a good character guy. I think he comes with high character marks. I just didn't watch a lot of him. They have problems with cornerbacks and wide receivers. Oh, Diego? Yeah, no. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, the Raiders would not take him. They just drafted Mendoza number 1 overall, so they're not going to even flirt with another quarterback that could take a meaningful snap. I think they grabbed a veteran for teaching purposes, but it's Mendoza's team. Arch will be a great trade maker, and I think Arch will be in the Jet. So Hellbolt. The Mannings have a history of picking where their kids go. Archie Manning let Indy take Peyton, but would not let the Chargers. He would not let Eli play for the Chargers. So the Chargers drafted him and then traded him to the Giants because he flat out said, I'm not going to play for you. You are going to waste your first pick. I will sit out an entire season. than play for you. So I don't think they're going to let Arch play for a team like the Browns. Maybe the Jets, because it is New York. But I don't think they'll let him play in Cleveland. No one is accusing them of being a well-ran team. Yeah. Yeah. I would love to do a secondary football talk. Like, it wouldn't be a podcast because I do it on video. VOD, I guess. Remember when the Flyers ignored their scouts and drafted Nolan Patrick? I don't. But I am going to Google it. Second overall. Oh, concussions. Uh, 2017 draft. Yeah. Makar. Wow. 2017, that was a hell of a hockey class. You had Heischer, Heiskanen, Makar, Pedersen, Suzuki, Rob Thomas. You had Ettinger, Joki Haru. Liljegren, who was good for a bit. Casey Middlestat. That was a 2017 was a hell of a draft class. Petrozelli was in that class too. Jason Robertson was in that class. Drake Batherson taken in the 4th round. Boy, somebody needs to go back and buy the 2017 rookie hockey. Though they probably would not have come out until 18 with those names. Colorado that year had an I'm going to show you. I don't know why I'm yelling at you. Colorado had an 18% chance of getting the first overall pick. New Jersey ended up getting it with only an 8.5% chance. So Colorado had to pick 4th. boy. That's no bueno.
Beetlejuice.
I can actually hear it now.
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
Thanks, Crystal Juan and the babies. Pretty sure the Flyer Scouts wanted Makar, and whoever was like, no, Patrick. You've known me for 32 months. Wow, that's like a couple short of 3 years. I love every minute of it. Thank you. It's almost like we already have a big defenseman. We don't need Chris Pronger. Who's Pronger? Ooh, guess what? What? Gonna take Rhea to Disneyland for her birthday. Oh yeah, that is awesome. I have not been there while Bluey was there. It has been a very long time since I have personally gone. We gave up. Yeah, it has been. I did not see Bluey while I was there. Bluey, they had the roaming character, but they didn't have very much else. And it was a crapshoot whether that character popped out anywhere. So I do not. Now, reach out to Melissa on Instagram. If you're friends with her on Instagram, she may know. She knows a lot of secrets. Oh, on the actual birthday? That's good. Actually, here's what you do, Crystal, and this piggybacks off of Sepulros. Tell a cast member, go to the front, get the birthday pin. Hey, birthday, I want my free pin. And then while they're doing the pin, hey, for her birthday, she would really love to see Bluey. How can we increase our chances to do that? I guarantee you, because it's her birthday, they will help you get an idea of how to get to Bluey. Nothing they love more than creating memories. Well, I mean, making money, but the second thing they love is creating memories. Bluey show at the Fantasyland stage? Yeah, see, there wasn't even a Bluey show last time I was there. I love Bluey. I would without a doubt get either a Bandit or Chili or both tattoo. Those two. Bandit is the best dad ever put on television. And Chili is just the dope mom. I mean, I would not hesitate. Like, hey, we're giving out free tattoos, but you got to get a member from Bluey. And I'm like, yeah, I'm there. Wow, you said Al Bundy wrong. It's true. Bandit did not score 4 touchdowns in the first half of the Polk County championships. But I think Bandit, wasn't he played a sport. It wasn't cricket. Bandit played something where he was like really good, but then just didn't pursue it. I know one of Bluey's friends grows up to be a professional cricketer. Because that's in one of the episodes. I want to say Bandit used to play a sport. Was it rugby? I think Bandit played rugby or Australian rules football. I think it was one of those two. And he was supposed to be a pretty good player. Wow, you said Al Bundy wrong. Yeah. I love Bluey. I love Bluey because of the parents. what? Before I forget, let me just do this. Doug asked me if I could mail something for him. If I do it right now, I won't forget. So, we ordered shipping tape, and Doug paid a little bit extra to get the quiet tape so that it didn't make a noise. Because I don't know if anybody's ever worked in shipping and had to listen to this thing go for, 3 hours on end, and listen to how quiet this tape is. Yeah, pretty silent, huh? That doesn't get old after 3 hours. So, yeah, that's the extra expensive quiet tape. Bourbon, tell me, how was Masters of the Universe? I said I needed tape. Let me send you a photo of how much tape I got. I told you, it's like, right, bro. It is exactly what the franchise needed. It was exactly what the franchise needed. That's great. Ooh, scotch, the expensive stuff. Look at you. It's worse than the cheap store brand. I got about 3 rolls left. Three rolls plus the one I just put on there will last me like 6 months. I don't go through that much tape. Now that I have a label printer. It's right here. You can't see it. I finally got Doug to buy me a label printer. I was like, dude, honestly, it's going to reduce the amount of tape I need. It's going to reduce the amount of paper we go through. I was like, it's going to pay for itself in 6 months. And it's probably darn near paid for itself in 3 months already. I got to do a Disney box, but only if you ask the bread question. So Bourbon has a wonderful question that he needs to ask the world. You've already used 5 rolls since 4 a.m. Folks, Bourbon posed me this question, and I immediately had an answer, and I didn't even have to think about it. But I want you to think about the question I'm about to ask you. And I want you to answer. I want you to answer, and I want you to give me why you believe that is the answer. Which bread do you think you could throw farther? Good answer, chef. A baguette or none? Once everyone has answered, I will tell you what I think, and Bourbon will tell you what he thinks. Frisbee versus the javelin. Sappouros has the right idea. Now, if you look at the world record for a Frisbee and the world record for a javelin, the Frisbee is about 3 times farther than the javelin. I'm just going to throw it out there. The baguette, because better in velocity. I could see a Frisbee farther than a javelin. Crystal says Team Non. Sappouros, Team Non. Hellbolt's Team Baguette. Carlos, Team Non. All right, that's pretty much everyone in here. Flexible Frisbee could go the distance, but damage the crust on the baguette. So, well, if Bourbon, if I show you them the flyer, then they'll know your real name. It's fine, okay. Come on, autofocus. No, not gonna autofocus? Okay, you're a jerk. Thanks, jerk. Thanks, jerk. So Bourbon is such a baguette man that he made a pamphlet explaining why baguette is the answer. He says the baguette will throw like a javelin. It's 65 centimeters of pure javelin, no flop, crust-powered rigidity, distance versus the non is infinity. A baguette flies, a non merely surrenders to gravity. Stand with Dan, stand with the stick. Paid for by the citizens of Superior Bread Ballistics, no non was harmed in the making of this flyer. It harmed itself aerodynamically the moment it left the hand. This is a distance throw, chef. I am Team Non. I believe, now mind you, I have to let you know, the non I get are about this big. I believe I can Frisbee a non further than he can javelin a baguette. Bourbon is very much Team Baguette. I am so Team Non. As a matter of fact, I will be picking up naan tomorrow when I go to Costco because we don't have any naan and we eat a lot of naan in our house. I am only throwing for distance to slow the zombies down. There we go, Chef. Chef's like, screw that. How am I stopping zombies? Yeah, non for distance, but baguette is for up close. Non is a sniper, baguette is a shotgun. So yeah, he apparently, Bourbon and his buddy are going to put this to the test, hopefully on video. And then maybe it will become a global debate. Maybe we will get a non versus baguette debate. You just saw a video? Is it already somebody already do it? Oh, who won? This has been a thing for years? I did not know that. Depends on who's throwing it, is true. At the first ever DCD Con in beautiful Lincoln, Nebraska, we can find out in person. The non pretty much exploded. Well, it also depends on who makes your non. Because I've had really dense naan and I've had really fluffy naan. When it's made in like when I go to a restaurant and they're making the naan on the side of the kiln, that stuff falls apart. But I've bought store-bought naan that was as tough as a Frisbee, and I actually had to heat it up before eating it. That's where I'm getting my info from, is store-bought naan I have to heat up because it's tough until I throw it on the stove. Store would explode, absolutely, or not store. Live made, in the kiln would explode for sure. I saw the video, and the baguette didn't go much farther, even with the naan exploding. Oh no, Bourbon. Did you hear that? The baguette didn't go much farther than the naan, and the naan exploded. Oh, buddy, aerodynamics may not be in your favor. Don't forget, if you don't get the right launch on your baguette, the angle of the baguette will cause lift and cause it to go higher than farther. So your form will greatly determine your distance. Whereas naan is not as form necessary. You need good form to throw a javelin. You don't need good form to throw a Frisbee. This could come down to user error. Naan has got a better ease of use. There's less technicality in a naan throw. A baguette throw requires study. What about a dinner roll? Oh, God. Wait. Hold on. Dinner roll. What kind of dinner roll? Bourbon's like, back in my day, I could throw a football over them mountains. The densest one, so I played baseball. I could throw a baseball. I couldn't throw it from center to home. Not many human beings could. But I could throw from shortstop to home. I'd be able to chuck a dense dinner roll. Potato gun, the sourdough roll versus the baguette. See, she can throw, there you go. She can throw a softball from center to home. I think you'd have to take dinner roll, which I believe is probably why dinner roll was not an option, Sepulros. I think dinner roll is bar none in aerodynamics, ease of use, and distance. Yeah, I mean, naan and baguette are just competing for second place. Sourdough roll specifically. Yeah. Baguette and naan are just competing for second. Baguette though. I guess we'll find out, huh? I guess we'll find out. I want videos. I want it to be a DCD exclusive event. August 23rd. What day of the week is that? It's on a Sunday. Forget shot put. We have bread toss. Yeah. It's a thing. It's a thing. All right, Bourbon. Are you... It's literally half and half, man. Are you doing Neon? There's some videos and none seems to win. I'm listen, man. If it's store-bought non, if it's dense non, it is frisbeeing. A baguette could cause too much lift, whereas you want lift from the non, so you're going to throw it at a slight angle. I just see non being the answer. But they spin the baguette. I mean, if we're going to open it and say whether you want it after, then I would say Prism. Because that is your biggest hit or miss. If this has a number Jackson Dart, that is in the hundreds, even if it's unsigned. Do I have an empty cardboard box? I do, actually. I pre-made a couple of boxes anticipating shipping. Excuse me. Dangle will win some lottery. Got to be in it to win it. Let me get some focus here. $2026 Topps Neon, including 2 exclusive Diamante parallels, guaranteed per box. You can look for autographs and sketches. Bourbon has hit a sketch. He would love to hit one again. I would love for him to hit a villain card or a tasty autograph. Or a tasty villain autograph, that too. All right, bonne chance. It's weird that these are backwards. Got me excited for a second. That's weird. A lot of these are coming in backwards. Maybe it's because they inserted an autograph and it threw off the counter. The Underminer. You already have one of those, Sephiroth. Or not Sephiroth, Prue. Prue's already got that one. Pretty sure Prue has the set. For all right, last pack. Can it salvage the box? No. We have not got the case hit out of this case, have we? We got the case hit out of the last one. I don't think we case hit this one yet. So there should still be something big in here. Somewhere, someday. We got left 3, 5, there's 6 left. They dip their naan in hummus. What a bad box. Yeah, it was not great. There, you didn't even get one of those. You didn't even get one of the Chrome Inkworks card in there. Usually there's one in each of the boxes. So it's odd you did not get a Chrome card. I just realized that. And those cards were all upside down and backwards. That was weird. Epic Mickey. Thank you, Hellbolt. Yeah, that box was a bit off. It was a stank box. You got a stank box. That's not good. You need one that's rosy fresh, full of hits, numbers, and autographs. It was the son of the Cup box. That's right. That's the Cup's nephew. Oh, the Cup. I would love for that product to be out of fashion so that I could afford to buy it again to open it for y'all. I just can't spend $600 a box and then have to charge you like $700 to make it worth us doing it. Ooh, Crystal, do you want to pick your box or do you want me to randomly select it? Bourbon, if she gets the case hit, you are never going to hear the end of this. right, Crystal One and the babies. 2026 Topps Neon, including 2 exclusive Diamante parallels. How many cards in the cup? That would be an interesting. There would be. Oh, Don. Jiminy Crickets. That's not a terrible idea, Don. That could be like a $60 buy-in. Wow, Don. Why didn't I think of that? Don. This is why you, sir, you. I love you. I got to think about that. That's not a, do we have enough hockey fans? Well, we have enough flippers that would want to do it. All right, Crystal One, babies. Let's show everybody how that's done. Let's show the goodies. Shank, Phineas and Ferb. As a defenseman, I'm always happy to assist. And it's true. Sour Bill. All right, come on, goodness. There's Doofenshmirtz. See, look, there is an Epic Mickey. You didn't get one for some reason. That was so weird. Gus the Gremlin. That's right. Hercules! We haven't seen one of these in a while. There's a fun pull. There you go. That's showing them. That's showing them how it's done. That's a little something something. All right, last pack. And I'm all. Miguel and Hector. There you go. There are my top loaders. Yeah, thank you. There you go. 2 fun ones. Poor Bourbon. Bourbon, I think it's because you want it too much. You just have to casually be like, yeah, maybe I'll get a box. Yeah, maybe I'll get a box. Krista was like, yeah, maybe I'll get a box. Let the kids play with it. Yeah, we'll get a box. And look what happened. Rhea loves the Muppet version of Bohemian Rhapsody. I liked the halftime show of the Cup. Woof. I liked the halftime show of FIFA. The Muppets doing Seven Nation Army. I thought that was cool. And they did a really good job of covering the puppeteers too. Those men and women must have been sweating. That was a lot of coverage there. In theater, you can just use a high enough front, but yeah. Rhea recognized it right away. Yep. there because it had to be surround. People were seeing from all sides. They were inside the box, basically. You've been so soccer deprived, it's not funny. Well, MLS is on. Yeah, mama. Yep. But it's not good. I mean, I can't make it good. You just said soccer deprived. Randomly caught some water polo last night. I didn't watch sumo last night, but I did catch the last 10 bouts before this show started. Tonight and tomorrow, the last sumo nights, and it looks like it quite possibly could be a playoff. The league that Holland plays for? Isn't that the EPL? He's Man City, right? Yeah. So when I lived in England, I got into EPL. I didn't have a team, but I did like Chelsea because somebody bought me a Chelsea banner. So I was like, okay, you bought me my Chelsea thing. The Premier League. Yeah, EPL, English Premier League. See, acts like Chelsea's my team. Yeah, so I followed Chelsea for a little while. Then I stopped watching. Melissa is a Real Madrid fan. That's, I think, La Liga. Your Man U? By the way, if you go there and say Man City, they will correct you and say, no, it's Manchester City. And if you say Man U, they'll be like, no, it's Manchester United. They absolutely hate when you abbreviate Manchester. Or at least they did in 2002. Because I said Man City, and they're like, it's not Man City. We don't call it Man City. It's Manchester. It's like, oh, okay. I don't know, this is a stupid thing that I remember being corrected on for no reason. Vinny Jones will feed you to the river. Vinny Jones, I thought he was just an actor, didn't realize he was a footballer, then watched him play football and was like, oh, that's why you're an action star. How could you not love Holland? He's honestly, he is made for bringing football to America. Makes you think of the people that call San Francisco Frisco. Oh yeah, they absolutely do not say Frisco up there. For the wedding anniversary, we went to London and went to a Man U game when Ronaldo, oh, that's crazy. I have never seen anybody in person play soccer that was legendary. Well, that is actually a lie. I did see the Hazard brothers play. For a while they were good. I'm trying to think who was on the team with the Hazards. I think it was Evan Hazard's. Evan Hazard. I think I saw him take a PK. You've seen Zlatan in Carson? Oh, man, that's sick. I'll have to go back, and I did watch a game. It was Real versus Chelsea for the Guinness Cup. I will have to go back and see who was on that team. Oh, wow. I did not realize it's already 7:40. Well, I have my mommy's waiting for me at home, folks. As much fun as we're having, I should probably go home and see my mommy. Time flies when you're having fun. I didn't even realize we are encroaching on hour 2. If I did not have my mommy at home and my lovely wife and my awesome son, I would probably be here another hour. All right, last call, and then I'm going to let you see some sumo. The Falls, it is the Falls, yeah. Yeah, we had company over, and I didn't want to make company go home just to go to work, so I let them stay and entertain company. Don't they call it the Bay or the Bay Area? I thought they call it the Bay. Heading up to the Bay. I don't know. I'd have to ask Steve. Steve lived in the greater San Francisco area for years. It's where he's from. All right, yeah, I know. I'll hold on. Let me get Leo up. All right, folks. Checking the gate. The gate is clear. Hey, listen, folks. Today was fun. I lost track of time. I was having fun. I could have done another hour of this. Yeah, go run home to mommy. I will. If you're going home, then I'm going home. Lilia has to work late. Thanks to the Odyssey. Yeah, well, I mean, she's doing God's work. I love each and every one of you. Please take care of yourselves and each other. We could do this again on Wednesday. Wednesday, I should have some aftermath stories of what really went on in San Diego Comic-Con, as I will be talking to Lee, Kate, and the rest of the team. I'll get all the inside dirt and find out how everything was going. So it should be interesting. Wednesday will be a nice SDCC recap stream. I highly recommend you coming and seeing it. Mama Breaker might be here, might not. I don't know. Listen, she's grown. She can do what she wants. But I love you all. Take care. Be safe. There's only 2 days left in sumo, tonight and tomorrow, and there's some pretty dang good matches. So even if you casually like sumo, today and tomorrow are the days to watch. All right, everybody. Take care. Good night.